This is Bob Sutor with a video blog entry from October 22nd, 2008 of a blog entry called, fittingly, October. In fact, what I'm doing today is I'm playing around with iMovie for a project I have upcoming next month, so I thought I would give this a shot. I got back from my 11-day trip last Thursday night and have since been catching up on life and business, not to mention nervously watching what's happening on the U.S. political scene. Last weekend was my chance to finish up some odds and ends outside before we start getting the really strange weather that is November in upstate New York. The side porch restoration project is now complete, and the very last part was putting up some galvanized eye hooks and cable on which to retrain a wisteria vine. Wisteria is a great plant, but it has a mind all its own about where it wants to go and how old it needs to be before it blooms. I now have it set so it should work its way south around the upper part of the porch, whereas it seemed to think that heading north toward Canada was preferable. I anticipate a year or two of further coaxing. Regarding the baseball playoffs that I mentioned once or twice before as a distraction from the stock market falling into the basement, the Philadelphia Phillies will play the Tampa Bay Rays. Wait for it. Here it comes. Yawn. I'd been hoping for an all-Chicago series, but the Cubs lost to the Dodgers and the White Sox lost to the Rays. Meanwhile, the Boston Red Sox beat the team with the best record in the American League, the Angels, and the Phillies wiped out the Milwaukee Brewers. Got that? At that point, I started rooting for the Rays to beat Boston and the Dodgers to beat the Phillies. The Red Sox made it interesting, but the Rays prevailed in 7 games. The Dodgers forgot to show up, and the Phillies won in 5 games. So at this point, I really don't care much, and I doubt the World Series will have huge viewer ratings, being an all East Coast set of games. To me, it seems that the most serious competition will be between people who live in the Philadelphia area and their grandparents who have moved to Florida and switched allegiance to the Rays. Now, don't go trash-talking Grandma and Grandpa too much. I'm actively trying to get back into playing the guitar and start making some real progress. That means less jumping around a whole lot and sticking to some sort of program. Lessons are a possibility, but I'll need at least a month of serious practice to even know where to start there. Besides, I need to build up the calluses on the fingers of my left hand. This is Bob Sutor.